In a universe where life does not end at death, we explore the infinite possibilities forged by our very minds. Welcome to our Arthadian anthologies. Greetings, fellow travelers and storytellers. Welcome to a Reborn in Power series featuring two of Evemore's chosen. One of the Dusk, and one of the Dawn. And the most climactic clash the core realms has ever seen. Follow along as we dive into the conflict that curses the realm of Evemore and her children. Your heart is pounding, William. You can feel sweat pouring out of your pores. Your body is trembling, aching. You hear slight vibrations in your surrounding environment. You feel your body being moved. You hear the weeping of Ariel. Please, help him! And you hear, it's okay. And you feel you feel a slight pinch at your arm as something gets administered into your veins, and you feel, and you hear, William. You try to open your eyes and you see a blackened sky above you. You see storms raging above you. And you see flying pods maneuvering in a circular motion. They look advanced, but they almost give off this strange tint, this almost blackened but turquoise tint to them. As you hear,
oh, 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 oh,
and you look off in the distance and you see an army of towering figures, dark, obsidian black. And you hear beside you the voice of Evemore. Goodbye, William. I cannot be a part of you anymore. you see, as she has tears in her eyes, standing before you, she fades away. And the pounding of your chest begins to fade. You feel the aches begin to subside. And then you feel a warmth come over your chest. And then the warmth embraces you. You feel comfort in it. Although you have lost something, you feel a sense of peace as your eyes begin to open. And you see you're in a medical facility. You look around and you see banners of the Runeforger sigil. You see next to you is Ariel holding your hand, but she is asleep. You see on the other side of the bed, Thadian, his eyes closed, also asleep. They're both very close to you.
Are they close enough to me to where I can, reach out to, either of them?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to reach out to both if I can.
You go and gotta grab on to Ariel's hand as she has her hands on your right hand, and as you grab onto hers, you also go and reach out with your left hand and put your hand, kind of putting it through Thadian's hair and kind of shaking his head, and you see him wake up. He's like, Dad?
Hey, it's good to see you both.
What are you? And you see she grabs onto you, and she goes and wraps her arms around your neck.
Thank you. I'm okay.
I was so worried. What happened?
Evemore. She's turned to the Dusk.
What?
She's left me. The other side is here now. I must warn Sargon. My codex. I want to reach out and see, if I can, get to my codex, or if, someone has it, on them.
You rest.
I need to speak with him. If she is turned, the army will be coming. Not today.
Okay. And you see she goes over and reaches for a codex, and she goes and grabs it and hands it over to you. As you grab onto the codex, you hear, and Ariel looks back. It's like, just a moment. And you see she looks over towards Thadian. Thadian stands up, and he goes over to the door, and you see him kind of click on the console for a second. The door creaks open, and he's like, oh, Master, we're kind of busy right now. And then you hear a faint voice. May I speak to William, please? Give me one moment. And then you see it close up as you are holding on to your codex. You see Thadian look back at you. It's Master Vale.
Forger Vale, let him in.
Hi. The door opens up and you see Master Runeforger Aether Vale as he begins to float straight inside. And as he enters inside the chamber, he looks at you. Are you doing all right, William Soar?
The pain has subsided, but I do feel as if part of me is gone. Evemore has turned.
May I probe your mind?
You may, but I need to contact Sargon.
Very well, but perhaps we can get a better glimpse into whatever you saw.
All right. Do what you need to. I'll set the codex down.
Alright. You set the codex down onto the stand next to you. And then you kind of relax your body as you see Aether Vale comes up to you and places his fingers onto your temple and onto your forehead. You're letting this happen, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You see he goes and grabs onto your head, and then you feel a slight pinch at your neural network inside your brain as suddenly this pulse goes through you. You begin to see those visions, those slight images from what you just witnessed, the ships flying overhead with the army coming down. And you feel not only your conscious mind, but Aether Vale's guiding you through this, directing you, trying to make better sense as to what this means. I would like you to roll me a lore check.
I got a nat 1 to start off with, so this is not looking good.
Alright.
Total is 16.
16. That's 34. Okay. You're not quite understanding it, but as you're going through, you feel Aether Vale will begin to guide you through it all. And as he's guiding you, you get this sensation as he's kind of explaining it through this strange, almost visionary pattern. Evemore hasn't fully moved to the Dusk. But it seems that she is conflicted. Like she's toying with you.
What do you mean, toying with me?
you get these visions like it almost feels like she wants the dusk to come. But you can see in her face that she's saddened by this outcome. She's crying. She is obviously feeling these emotions, but she doesn't know how to control them. She's so conflicted that she doesn't know whether or not she should choose you or the other. But right now, she's choosing the other side. Perhaps you need to give her a reason to stay closer to the dawn for a little bit longer.
I don't know how.
You suddenly you start to see visions through this probe of Moriat. And you see the tree. You see the Shorask. You see Sargon. And then you see space. You see yourself traveling through space at different points in time in your life, explaining that you need to explore. And then it shows you a vision of Zeratul. When you saw him, and he explained that he was searching for his people, other people of his kind. And all of this begins to unravel in your mind, suggesting that you need to find other Redicon of the Dawn, and bring them together.
Then I should consider myself lucky that I am about to contact Sargon.
Yes. Yes. And then you feel the probe begin to flow out of you as you see Vale looks at you. It's like, did that help?
It did. Thank you.
Of course. How much longer do you need to rest? And Ariel's like, he needs more rest. Like, I would like him to get more rest, but we do need to get on way with this plan that, well, William here actually surmised in the first place.
We need the Redicon on our side for this. It can't just be their support anymore.
The Redicon already... We already have everyone at the ready for the genocide. The mission is supposed to take place in the next 5 hours. I'm sorry, but I don't think this is the Redicon's fight right now. Whatever is going on with Evemore, this is separate.
We will lose Evemore if we don't. And then that army will come.
Then I suggest letting the Redicon handle it. Letting Sargon call Sargon and inform him that you're losing your pact with Evemore, and that she's turning to the Dusk. Tell him to go in search of other Redicon tribes throughout the Dawnheld worlds. unite. Mal Radicon. This cannot be done in a matter of hours.
I'm gonna grab the codex and dial Sargon's number.
Okay. You grab the codex and you... Hello, William.
Sargon, I'm sure you are aware why I'm calling.
You felt it too.
She has chosen the Dusk.
She's falling.
And do you know what you must do?
I am aware, yes.
Unite them and stay on guard.
Your mission is happening soon.
Within hours.
I have several platoons of my warriors at the ready to assist your mission. But I will not be there. This is a task that is meant for me.
It is your calling. Thank you for your support. Please send them to the Runic Corps. We will assemble shortly.
Very well. I am sorry, William, that this is happening.
I am too. But I have trained you for this role.
It will be less boring now.
Be careful what you wish for.
Of course. I guess this is farewell for now.
Stay safe, my friend.
Mm-hmm. And as that happens, you continue to rest. Several hours pass as finally you're able to kind of get out of bed and head over to the meeting chambers. As you go into the meeting, the meeting chambers, we'll see. As you go into the meeting chambers, you see a bunch of rune forgers all gathering up. You see several command officers. Well, actually, more command officers than there are rune forgers inside the room. You see all the masters on the Runic Council that you have met, which is Ariel, Asuma, Aetherville, Amon Orkelvin, and Reichtelvin. And you see a bunch of other rune forgers surrounding them. And as you are inside there, so Thadian is also a part of it. And as we're going into this section, Palace, you have been training for some time over on Archaea trying to learn about how like basically trying to establish a foundation in your own affinity, which is the magical energy.
It's the arcane.
Yes, and focusing on basically forging Majin runes. And your master, Master Telvin, he has brought you here because you're participating in a
Specific mission.
Mainly rescue op.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You can turn the mic towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
But yeah, you're participating in a rescue op.
Yes, specifically, if I may,
Yeah.
the targets are the
It's the
Throne Lord of the
Dwarven Citadel
and
the Emperor
of the Rin Empire.
of the Ren Empire. Yes, and that is tasked for practically all the rune forgers in the chamber. Is there for rescue, while the
Core command
that is under you is for extermination.
Absolutely.
All right, and you have been told that you are going to be assigned by. So Telvin says you're assigned commander above you. I know that you are a rune forger, and you will get your time to shine as a head of your own squadron. But for now, you are assigned to William Soar's platoon.
I see. Very well.
And as you wait inside the chamber where everyone is basically waiting for William Soar to come in because he is the
Supreme Allied Commander, basically.
yeah, he's the one that gathered everyone together. And right now, people are going to be coming. There's, that as soon as William Soar comes in here, they're going to be calling up basically all the Majin Castel, and the Plasmatic Knights, and they're all going to come to here to basically go over the mission stuff.
This is
Details.
like main mission briefing.
Yes. And as that happens, you see doors open up as Master Forger Ariel Soar enters, as well as Rune Forger Thadian Soar. You've heard about them.
Absolutely.
And then William Soar approaches from behind. As you guys enter inside, you see Master Vale approaches. It's like, all right, everyone is here. William, shall we call up Vir Enzok and the Archmages?
Let's do so.
And you see he goes up to the center console as a as you see several holographic images appear. Vir Enzok. You see Archmage Arcasia, Lucian Calais, Ruthane Dumer, and I believe it was Ignaz, right? And all the Archmages answer, and you hear Ignaz say, "Finally, we get to go!" And you see Ruthane just looks over and just gives a glare, and then
He doesn't get the somber mood at all.
and you see Vir Enzok is like, "Are we all ready for transport?" And you see all of the Archmages all nod as you see the the Master Forgers all take out cosmic runes, and they all activate cosmic rifts and open them up as people begin to pour in. mages from all the castles begin to pour in. You see plasmatic knights. Just this chamber goes from probably about like 50 people to around like 200 within a matter of like 10 minutes. And the rifts all disappear. And you see a platform raise up as the Runic Council begins to come up. And you see Ariel goes to lend out her hand towards you, William.
I shall take her hand.
You take her hand and you go up. You are at the top of the steps. And everyone looks towards you as this is your mission. What do you say?
The day has come. I only wish this did not have to happen. But even in these troubling times, you all offer what we need most. Hope and unity. If we can gain anything positive from what we are about to do, it is the hope that this will bring us together.
Yeah! And you see like a bunch of people just start like cheering and clapping and applauding. As they applaud. Anything else you want to say?
You have all been given your assignments. And I know that you are all ready. But I thank you all for coming together. We need to succeed and rescue Emperor Zahn and the Throne Lord. I look forward to a quick end to this conflict. What we are about to face is unlike anything we have all encountered before. You are all most likely aware of their tricks and what they are capable of. And that is why we're here today.
You see, stepping forward is Master Forger Asama Linez. As she for all of you, we have provided specialized helmets to evade their sight of your own form, so that they cannot get your form. You cannot take these helmets off. Understood? You see everyone begins nodding. Rune Forgers, please pass out the helmets. As you hear this, you have been given an access space box that has helmets inside of it, and you begin to hand it out to the squadron that is under you, the command squadron. These helmets are specifically made so that the formless cannot get your form. If you take it off, the formless will probably be able to get your form and then be able to infiltrate into the ranks of the people. And as you hand these out, it's one for every person. You see the archmages are also handing it out. You see the plasmatic knights are all getting one as well. And then Asuma looks over and is like, when we go in, we will all also be tracking each other's codexes throughout the entire mission. The codexes will also have a tracker on the helmet as well. If the helmet is taken off, we will be able to find it and retrieve it. And we will also know who the helmet is assigned to as soon as you put it on. Understood? This is for our own precaution in case a formless does infiltrate into our ranks. They will not be able to infiltrate if they don't have a helmet. And you see her step back. And then you see Master Telvin approach. Alright, listen up. We're going to go into different sections. And these sections are based off of mission parameters. There are going to be 10 squadrons total. And then there's going to be an infantry unit that is going to go down, and their entire goal is to defend and wipe out the Cantorites. Understood? And you hear, yeah! And it's like, Plasmatic Knights, you are the infantry. And they're like, we also have assigned the Ignaz Castel for infantry. And it's like, yeah! You hear shouting and excitement.
Yeah, that's classic Igno, right?
For defense, we have the Dumer Castel. We also have the Calais Castel for defense as well. For retrieval of those who we need to rescue. It's not just the Throne Lord, and it's not just Emperor Zahn, but it's their people as well. There have been several Plasmatic Knights that have been that need to be rescued. And we understand for those Plasmatic Knights here, if any of them are your allies, please do not deviate from your mission. You have a better chance at facing them if you work together and not go off your mission. Leave it to those who are on rescue duty. And that will be the 10 squadrons, as well as the Dulai Castel. Understood? And then you see he's like, very well. We Runic Council members are going to be overseeing as much of this as we can, helping out where we can. If you need assistance in any shape or form, contact any of the Runic Council members, and we will designate each of us to a specific task. Understood? And you see everyone nods. And then it looks over towards Amon Orkovin, and he steps forward. As William said, this enemy that we are facing is unlike any other that we have faced before. It is very likely, based off of the knowledge we have on these Cantorites, that this genocide, and let's not mistake it, this is a genocide. We are trying to wipe out their entire species so that none of them can be born again. But it is possible that throughout all of this, other kind will be born. They are born out of conflict. Be wary when we enter their world. We don't know how they will multiply. Exterminate them. Destroy the world in the process, if we have to. In fact, we must. A species that is bred through conflict and thrives on conflict does not deserve to live in these realms. And we must face that burden of taking them out. You see Aethervale step forward. You heard it. Now, gather up into your squadrons, into your formations, and we will head out. As that happens, everyone begins to gather up. William, you step down. Ariel looks over, is like, it seems like this is always the case.
I think it will always be the case, unfortunately.
No, I mean, I'm talking about, and she looks down at her body.
Oh.
You see, she is pregnant, and she's like, I'm gonna be helping out from, well, basically from here, and seeing the formations and giving orders to go to different directions and locations. But Thadian will be down there. I made sure that he was assigned to your squadron.
I will keep him safe.
And she's like, I made sure to tell him that to keep you safe.
Good call.
Alright. You're also assigned another rune forger too. One of Telvin's apprentices.
All right. Look forward to meeting the rest of my squad.
Mm-hmm. And you go down there. And you go to meet the rest of your squadron. You see Thadian is standing there next to Pallas. Pallas, would you like to describe how you look?
I sure can. Are we currently outfitted for, are we, have all our armors on and such?
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely, okay. So, you see a Archaean, fairly tanned skin, although slightly faded, with sort of short, dark hair that comes down with just ever so slight wisps of gray at the end of the longest points of the hair. The clothes, very strange to you. All pastel colors. Pinks, blues, yellows, greens. You can probably pick him out from the crowd of 300 people very easily just based on the fashion sense alone. Very soft colors. Mostly softly spoken from what you've seen. And as soon as... obviously an Archaean, and as soon as they see you moving towards the two of them, they turn from what little conversation they may have been having to your attention. You notice on their right hand there appears to be a Majin link, and on the left hip there is a book bound in a leather satchel.
Yeah. And as before William approaches, Thadian is talking to you. It's like, so, are you ready for this?
I don't think many of us are, but it'll be the ones that are ready, fully ready, I'll be relying upon. I think that might be your dad.
Well, I mean, it's also me too. And he looks over towards you and he's like, I mean, he looks down at you and he's like, I've kind of been... I just recently got my Majin Link.
I understand. You're more than capable. That's why you're on his team.
Well, you're on his team too, so you must be more than capable.
Yes, but comparing myself to him, not everybody in the core realms can get together in lines like this.
Listen, my dad is pretty amazing, but he's not that much, okay?
I suppose we'll see. Hey, I think that's him.
Oh, yeah, he's coming down. Hey!
Is this everyone? And how many people am I seeing here?
You see a squadron of about six command officers. You see one commander. You see 3 enforcers and 2 operatives. And then you see 2 rune forgers.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice.
Hi.
It's an honor to be serving with you all. I believe you know how the chain of command works.
Of course.
I know what we are about to do is not for the faint of heart.
Oh, it's a mission. We gotta do what we gotta do, sir.
Well said. Is everyone aware of their objectives?
Yes, absolutely.
We are here to help you save the Throne Lord and Emperor Zon.
I am sure you are all up to the task. I can sense that each and every one of you are ready.
And you see your son nod. And as this happens, you see the commander looks over towards an operative who is looking off to the side, and his eyes are widened as the commander looks over, and then his eyes widen, and he looks over towards you, and then go ahead and roll me a perception check. You can roll me a perception check too if you'd like, Patas.
25. There, I forgot the mic was there.
25.
25,
I'm used to
25?
having the mic on the other side, that's why.
You both look over and you see a decorated command official approaching. And he looks like top-notch command official approaching the lot of you.
I mean, do I recognize this individual?
I don't think you've met him, actually. No, you haven't met him.
From Core Command, so I wouldn't know him.
Yeah. As he approaches, you see the commander automatically gets in. He basically salutes. All the command officers salute as he approaches. And you hear him say, "At ease." And then he looks over towards you. He's probably about 2 feet taller than you, William. And he's big. He's a big guy.
Is it Redicon?
No, he's not a Redicon. He's a Prime.
What kind of steroids has he been taking?
He looks down at you and he's like, "William Soar, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Stick out my hand to shake it.
Grand Admiral Reeves of Legion, the 405th Legion."
It's an honor. Elite Plasmatic Knight William Soar, and Professor of the Arcus Academy.
The honor is mine. And then he goes over and he shakes the hands of both Thadian Soar and Palas. He's like, "I have made sure to assign my best squadron here to your unit. I hope that, for all of our sake, the Emperor and the Throne Lord are saved, because with them, perhaps this could go quicker. Thank you for your service, each of you." And you see he begins to walk off. And the commander kind of relaxes. And he's like, all right. And then you start to see that all the forces of the Plasmatic Knights begin to form up as Vir Enzok is like forming them up. And you hear Enzok begin to kind of give him a little speech. But this is a little bit in the distance. And you see the commander comes up to you. It's like, Master, should I call you Master or Elite?
Would it be Professor, I believe. He's not a member of the Rune Forgers. I believe that would be his title.
Talk it to the mic.
I believe that would be his title as Professor, but...
I apparently have too many titles. I do apologize.
Just call him William. And you see the commander looks over at Thadian, and then looks over towards Palace, and then looks over towards you, William. It's like, William.
We can go with that.
Shall we follow your lead, or shall we take point?
Take point. I'll stand within the middle. I'll assist any side that is needed.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go straight through. The sooner we rescue them, the quicker we can wrap this up.
All right. Operatives, listen up. And you see the commander go over and begin to issue commands towards the squadron. What are you guys doing? What are you doing, Palace?
I'll just be sitting there on the side, just mentally preparing. If I get a chance to speak to William Soar alone, I'll just walk over and say, "That is strange, though. It makes sense that he wouldn't know what to call you. He's not from Archaea. He wouldn't recognize a Castellan when he sees one. The leader of a Castell."
Yes, that is very true. But I am also an elite plasmatic knight, and only second to the Emperor himself.
But we never forget our roots, do we?
We do not.
Wait. You're not second to the Emperor?
Close enough.
Yeah. With this very
You can't roll that. You can't roll that.
Thadian is like...
You can't roll that.
Yeah.
No.
No. Isn't Vir Enzok second to the Emperor?
Okay, third.
Oh.
He gets a special privilege, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
It's the rank.
Yes, but I can see your ambitions are well placed.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Seminary Forger Palaceathame, and it is an honor to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, and I'll reach out my hand and...
You actually use those titles?
I remember working on a Castell's land when I was still...
Well, I mean, like seminary and orbital. I mean, I was trained mostly on the orbitals, but I don't really.
I take pride.
Okay. Probably better with people.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not very good with people. I tend to be alone most of the time studying, and then you hear, "Womp, womp, womp," as you see floating above is Aethervale. Listen up, everyone, as you hear this kind of echo through the entire chamber. The 1st Infantry will be heading out in T-minus 15 minutes. The squadron that is going first will be William Soar's squadron. That is all. And then...
This is where the fun begins.
Okay, Anakin
now that's out.
Skywalker.
Now that's out of the way.
As you guys go up and head up to where you're going to be sent out by Aether Vale. He actually comes over to your squadron, takes you guys over. It's like, all right, you're going to be going in, and Ariel's going to be your bird's eye view. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Keep
I
him?
know she'll keep a close eye.
Of course. Also, Commander? He's like, yes, Master Forger. You've got your operatives on scanning everything, right? Indeed. Keep them safe. Of course. And as this happens, you see he pulls out a cosmic rune, Aether Veil, and it floats in front of him. Are you all ready?
Helmet's on.
Helmet's on.
Put mine on. Yeah.
All of them are on. And you see a cosmic rift opens up, and you'll be dropping in 5, 4, 3, 2. You see the commander goes through. The operatives, the enforcers. Palace.
It's funny that you said fun. I agree. And I will shoot
You jump through. Wind. You see behind you, Thadian Soar jumps through. William.
Gonna follow through. Gonna jump in.
You drop, and you guys begin to fall through, and you see the commander is at the helm. You guys are basically bulleting down right now. I would like you guys to roll me acrobatics checks. As you see just darkness below you.
19 for me.
29.
Nice. All right, yeah, you guys all kind of get into a formation. As you're falling through, you see the commander clicks on his helmet, and then you hear comms over all of your helmets. All right, get close, operatives. You know what to do. Then you see these energy beams begin to flow out into discs that begin to slow everyone down as you guys begin to fall and slow down, touching down onto the surface of Excantor. A black obsidian stone lays across the surface. You see, it almost looks like metallic structures all around you. And you see strange crevices that align the surface. So, I would like you guys to roll me some stealth checks as you begin to explore Excantor.
It's a 17 for me.
26 for me.
26? 26 and a 17. I would like you both to add a D8 to that roll. As you see the operatives both turn on a huge, what looks like a stealth orb.
New total 25.
28. I rolled a 2 on that.
All right. You guys begin to walk on the surface of Excantor. If you like, you can roll perception checks.
$20.
17.
17. 20. Both of you are able to see in the distance. It almost looks like there are some kind of holes in the distance. The holes ascend a little bit, but they're not big or anything like that. And the crevices that are lined into the structure of Excantor go into like a zigzag formation straight towards those holes. And then you do see in the distance, it almost looks like red lights that will ding through the zigzags and straight towards the hole, and then straight into.
Based on your description, do these look like craters?
Yes, craters. To a certain extent, not like they don't indent down; they go upward for a second, and you do see the red light will go up and then fade into it.
I've seen my fair share of anthills before. Usually they go up a little bit, then tunnel back down.
Smart, you hear Thadian say. And then you see he goes on to the comms. Commander, there are holes up ahead. Should we go through them? Like, I'll have one of the operatives scout out ahead. Keep information. And you see one of the operatives begins to quickly dash. You see he has some kind of enhancement on. And as he dashes forward, he takes his gun and checks his perimeter, and then goes over towards the hole. Checks inside of it. And then you hear, "Coast is clear." And you see he begins to head back into formation. Gets it back into formation, and you guys begin to move forward. Straight towards the anthill, so to speak. As you go up to it, you get up to the hole, and you just see pitch black darkness. What do you do? Commander looks over towards you. What do you?
I would like to roll a strategy check.
Okay.
That's a 17.
Looking at this, you saw that the red lights were coming straight through it. This might be the only entrance that you know of to get inside so far. Perhaps doing a scan.
Do our helmets have the ability to scan around?
Not the helmets, no.
Okay.
The helmets do not have the ability to scan around, but the operatives do have like the capability to scan certain areas and try to see if there's if it's hollowed down beneath. But the operative did say that the coast is clear. There's no creature coming out or anything like that.
Commander, send a couple down. We need to know how hollow this is. We don't want to send all of us just dropping in.
All right. And he looks over towards the enforcers. Clip down. Grapples. And then you see they take out grappling hooks. Jeez, my throat. They take out grappling hooks. hook them to the sides. The operatives begin to climb down, and then doing scans.
While that's happening, I'll sort of just sidle up next to William and say, "What did you do on Archaea before you became a Castellan?"
Wait, so, before I became a what?
A Castellan. It's someone who leads a Castell.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's the terminology. Was like, wait a minute. I've never been referred to in that manner before, so that's a little new to me. But,
I can see the surprise on your face. I used to work on Castell lands as a farmer.
I decided I wanted to be a professor after learning the ways of the Plasmatic Knights. My Castell in particular was always fascinated by technology.
So you come from a long lineage.
Commander, there are tunnels that lead down. Not sure exactly how far. Should we contact Master Forger Ariel for deeper scans of our surrounding area? And the commander looks over towards you, waiting.
I'll nod.
Contact her now. You see the operatives begin to contact. You guys can continue role-playing if you like.
As a Plasmatic Knight, it allowed me to bring what I've always wanted to Archaea and allow everyone to learn what there is to offer.
Technology. Just a new way of thinking.
A new perspective.
Must be nice. The ability to bring what you want to reality. I hope I can do that one day. When I'm strong enough.
As this happens, you get a visual on your helmet of an expanded region underneath. Tunnels begin to flow through, and they wrap around constantly.
Looks like we might have a lengthy search on our hands.
They can never make this easy.
Safe bet, though. The further down we get, the more likely it is that they're there.
This is very true. Can I roll a perception check to look at like the maps to see which one looks like the better of the paths as it like circles down?
Sure. Wait, question for you. Did you bring the Titanium helmet for this? Okay, so no. Okay, wait.
No, I wouldn't have brought it because it would still have been at the house doing its thing.
Okay, you didn't bring it up? Okay.
No. But could we say I have the Helm of Reality for this? Or would that be a little bit of a stretch? I at least would have brought the Spectacles of Truth for sure.
Well, Ariel would have brought all the gear that you needed to the runic core before you guys went into the chamber. So you could choose.
Okay, so I could choose the helmet.
You could choose the helmet, the Titanium helmet.
Because I've bonded with the helmet for quite a while, I think it makes sense to allow it to have access in this very life or death scenario now. Mm-hmm. This is the moment it's been waiting for.
All right.
How is he going to wear the Titanium helmet and also wear his protective helmet?
Titanium can merge with anything, so to speak.
I see.
Yeah. And it's strong enough to do so now. So you have your Titanium helmet on you, right? Cool.
Oh yeah. Yes, I do.
All right.
So he was going to roll perception?
Perception. Go ahead. Thank you, Ryan.
I am not rolling that die anymore.
Why do you keep rolling ones? This is so bad.
Evemore has left you.
That is true. This is true.
See, I am weakened.
As your total was 17?
No, 19.
19, okay. As you look through to see if you can find the best path, all of them look the same. They look identical, and it's gonna take some searching.
I'm gonna walk up to the commander. Which of these look more promising to you?
Looks like we've gone from ant hill to ant farm.
I rolled a 1, 2.
Okay.
I don't know. Sir.
Wait, I would have my spectacles of truth. So can I have those on, or would I have to take something off to make that work?
You'd have to take off the helm to put those on.
No.
The helm that would...
Yeah, no, I'm not going to take that risk. Yeah, no. Okay. Then we'll proceed this way. I'll pretty much point like slightly to the right.
Okay, so you guys are going to go down into the hole and begin to walk down the hole. Heading down, you see, as you everyone lands down onto the surface, you see tunnels. It looks like there are 3 paths you can take right now. Where are you going? Are we gonna hear it? Are we gonna hear it?
Right is right.
Okay,
We're doing it.
Everyone begins to head down the right path. As you guys head down
His strategy
this path,
is dizzyingly strategy.
I need to roll. You guys head down the right path. As you're heading down, you see the lights on the guns are kind of keeping a lookout. As suddenly, you guys see a bright red light shine down and go straight down through, and then curve to the right.
If I had to guess, I would say following the red light might be a good thing.
Does it look like it's moving like too fast, or like
It
what?
looks
It's
like
kind of like what is it?
It's moving pretty fast.
Can we at least see the next turn that it makes?
It went and curved rightward, but it's a long curve, so it got out of your vision pretty quickly. So it was moving really fast, but it's a long curve.
I see.
There's no fork that you see though.
And it's like dark down here,
It's dark except for the lights that are shining about like 30 feet ahead, and it's like dim, and then it goes dark.
Okay. I think I'm going to pull a little bit of a shenanigan and
Okay.
go towards the book on my hip
Okay.
and conjure a familiar.
All right. I believe that's just a feat, right?
It is.
Okay. Yeah. You. What is the familiar?
The familiar, it's dark, so I'm going to want something that can see in the dark.
Yes.
We'll go for crow.
Okay.
Something that can fly fast to keep up with the light.
Okay. You see out of his margin link, you see it almost looks like what does your margin link look like?
My margin link, it looks like a bunch of interwoven flowers and vines. And as it activates each of the
it's a geolink, right?
It's a geolink.
Yeah.
And each of the different flower heads is a different pastel color, blue, purple, yellow.
And you see it begins to flow out, and then it almost looks like this flowery vines, and then it turns to like a black crow that, and it begins to look around, and it looks at you.
Follow the red light, keep quiet, and stay no more than 200 feet ahead of us.
And it begins to fly ahead, and you see Thadian looks over towards you. Is like, that's a cool ability.
can communicate with me telepathically. So,
Oh, wow. And then you see the commander looks back at you. He's like, that could have been useful earlier.
my apologies. I can only keep it up for so long.
Oh, all right. And you, as it's going ahead, you hear it. It kind of communicates to you, and it says, "Big space, circle, core."
Big space, circle, and I say this out loud audibly. Big space, circle, core. Looks like there might be an opening up ahead, and that might be what we're looking for.
Then we should be heading in the right direction. Let's go.
As you guys keep heading forward, I need you guys to roll me some perception checks. Everyone's rolling really bad.
Oh my god.
I used a different die.
Oh my gosh! What is happening?
Evemore has truly left me, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
That's a 19 again.
I got a 24 on the perception.
Okay.
You know you roll bad when a level 8 is is doing better than a prestige 4.
Palace, you are the only one that sees this as one of the lights kind of shines over to a corner for a second and then fades away. But as it fades away from this area, you see the wall shimmer for a second, and then you don't see anything else as the light kind of turns away, and they're kind of like they're going back and forth, but one of the operatives doesn't notice that something just shimmered on one of the walls.
Something just shimmered, like
the wall just shimmered to do doing something, and it's something different than what you've seen so far. What do you do?
I am going to. So, have I passed this point in the wall yet?
No, it looks like it's coming up about. It was in the dim light, so it was probably about like 40 feet away. You guys aren't walking too fast because you're going stealth right now.
I see. I'm going to grab a hold of one of the runes on my belt.
Okay.
And
30 feet.
I'm going to whisper under my breath, "Get ready." And I'm going to put my hand through the shimmering point.
20 feet. You're going to put your hand through it?
Yes.
Because it's now 20 feet away.
Yes, I think it might be a secret passage, like an invisible wall.
Okay. As you guys get up to around 15 feet or so, you suddenly hear
That doesn't sound great.
and it's ahead of you. Everyone just shifts over, looks over, and you guys see standing there is a metallic silver sin frame just standing there with a screen on its face with two eyes, white. And it's going as you see the shimmering against the walls. I would like you to roll me initiative.
Head start.
God damn it, Jared.
You first.
21. But I got that start anyway, so that's like...
Actually, I'm gonna do
Doing the squad initiative?
I'm gonna do
squad one?
squad initiative. Just cause I'll probably make this a little bit faster.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Alright, squad initiative is gonna be... Which of you has the higher agility?
It's
Mine's 12.
Okay, go. What was your total then?
21.
21. Okay, that's That's your squad's initiative. 21.
Good leader, good leader.
Now maybe we all get head start.
No, only
Aw.
you. Only you. You get action stage before everyone else. Actually, no. You're good because he told you to get ready, so you're ready. It was an ambush, so. But they got a 24 on their initial stage. So you go first with your action stage.
Is it just the sin frame I'm seeing right now?
Do I see anything
else yet?
You see coming out of the walls, there are 4 creatures kind of stepping out of the walls. And they look like alien creatures. Some of them are burned, some of them are scarred up, some of them are missing limbs, seem to be missing limbs. But they are alien creatures, nonetheless.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going to start with my plasma shield.
Okay. So you don't. Okay. Roll your ion link first, and that's considered a form and a maneuver on your turn.
28.
28. All right. Keep that in mind. All right. And then next one.
Okay, from there, I want to. Can I go? How far away am I from the sin frame?
From the sin frame,
Yes.
You are about. You're in the back, so you're probably about 30 feet away from them right now.
How close is the closest Cantorite?
The closest Cantorite is about 10 feet away from you. You range 1.
Okay, I want to put a charged current on that Cantorite.
Okay, you go and kind of smack their chest as they come out. And as you smack their chest, you see a shock arcs around them. That was a maneuver, the second maneuver. One more maneuver.
I am going to use my plasma arch on the other Cantorite that's closest by, so I can get them both.
Okay. And then, so this is your last form and your third maneuver. Go ahead and roll your attack. Look at that. You're strategizing. Good job.
It only took me 2 campaigns.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And I'll be using a 4D. Actually, no, 5D8. I mean, D6.
D12.
D12. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm thinking number of dice. And I'm just thinking completely backwards.
5, you said?
Yeah.
So that's
5.
35, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and roll your attack first. 2 defensive forms.
21.
Why are you rolling so low?
I'm not using the bad dice. I'm just rolling. And this one was good to me for 3 of them.
Okay, so the second one dodges, the one that you just put the charged current on, but the first one gets hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. You know what you're gonna do on your turn?
It's pretty simple.
Okay.
Not too bad, actually. $53.
Oh yeah, you see the first one that you shoot right ahead of you after you had just charged current the one next to you. You see it just vaporizes as the arc goes out straight towards the one with the charged current, and it jumps out of the way and it hits the wall as the wall gets shocked to hell. As you see, one of the Cantorites has just been killed, vaporized, and as that happens, it is now the Cantorite's turn. As there are 3 of them, you see the Sin Frame disappears. And then, gonna be, actually, let me see. The one next to you that just jumped out of the way is gonna hit you twice, William Soar. The other two are gonna go towards the operatives, and what one of them is gonna go towards the operatives. The other one is going to try to fade back into the wall. Anyone with a range attack gets an opportunity attack if they want to spend stamina. But I'm gonna. Palace, you were next to him, so you can do it. You can still melee attack. Yeah.
Okay. Does it matter that I haven't summoned up my runic slash yet?
It would cost. It would cost a charge on your rune, and it will cost us seven stamina. But I'll allow it.
Absolutely. And I will fish out one of my arcane runes, and I will activate runic slash and summon up my great scythe.
Okay, you.
Yes, which for all intents and purposes, I will have the stats of a glaive.
Okay.
Right, so damage is 2d6. And I will roll for to spend 7 stamina to make sure that this thing does not get away and alert its friends.
Okay.
Or at least try.
Yeah, you don't want that. Let me actually check the runic slash. Make sure that you add your bonuses to it. You
Absolutely.
have talent in it?
I do. So I believe I have a plus 20 total.
Good. Yeah.
So my strike, that's an 11 for a total of 31.
That hits.
Okay. So I will roll 2d6, which is the normal damage for a glaive.
Okay.
So that's a total of 5 plus my rank in heavy weapon. So 10 plus my talent in runic slash for a total of 15.
Nice. See, that's how we were doing it inside the session with Zayla and Kyver. But 15 points of damage. You slice directly into it. As that happens, you slice into its back. That does what kind of
so it's
fire cold. Fire cold. So it technically would be magic, right?
Yes, it's an arcane rune.
Okay. Yeah. So you would do fire cold. Where's my damage types? There's my damage types. Shock. Which one do you want?
Let's go shock. I'm feeling William Sword today.
Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, shock damage. Where's armor threshold? And doesn't actually have any armor threshold. So it needs to roll a... This is for paralyzed. Let's see if it's paralyzed.
Let's hope for it.
It's not paralyzed. It rolled well on its endurance check. As you see it, it goes to... and it fades back into the wall.
Damn.
As that happens, the others need to make their defensive checks. Operative defense against the other one. One of the operatives gets hit, actually. You see, the operative takes points to his armor, and you see, he kind of barrels backward and takes aim. And now it is your guys' turn. What do you want to do?
So what? Wait, does so
You guys can go at whatever point you want to do. Whatever you guys can do.
Well, I want to do a plasma arch at another Cantorite.
Okay.
And then hopefully the charge current can get the one.
Okay.
From earlier.
Okay. You're gonna do a plasma arch. What are you gonna do?
So you said that the one I hit faded into a solid wall?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
You see one currently attacking the 2 operatives.
Okay.
You feel like this is going to be a very easy thing, but you need to move away from this area as soon as possible.
Absolutely. Then we better finish this up fast.
Yes.
The closest one to me that might already be in combat, I'm gonna go after that one.
Okay.
You first, William Sorn.
26.
Which one are you aiming for? Are you aiming for the one that... So there are 2 now. One that you charge... No. Yeah, there's two now. You killed one. One got away. And then there's one attacking the operatives, and then... So you're attacking the one with the operatives?
I'm attacking the one that does not have the charge current on it.
Okay, so the one with the operatives. Go ahead. So what, you had 24?
26.
26. You hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Go ahead.
And you go ahead and roll...
First one was a critical for a total of 32.
32 to hit.
Good work.
I need to roll to see if he gets a natural 1 first. You hit.
I hit.
You hit, but I didn't do a natural
That's
1.
a total of 15 points of shock damage to that one.
Okay. This guy's gonna get polarized in a second. What'd you get?
36.
As you go up, you go up with your scythe, and you go to strike straight into its neck as it's getting ready to attack the operatives. You hook its neck, and you spin it around, and then you see a plasma arch go straight into its chest, out of the chest, straight back towards the other one. The other one is not able to dodge out of the way and gets shocked into the back, into his back, and you see him is paralyzed. The one that just got shocked in the back, and the one that you guys just both hit is complete, like,
It's gone.
it's gone, and it's gone.
Gotcha. Is there another one within my movement range?
It is about, I would say right now, 30 feet from you.
30 feet? I mean, I have a movement range of 3.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So I'll spend all my movement to get within melee distance and go for my second offensive maneuver.
Alright.
That's an 11 again. I'm rolling really
Dude,
well.
yeah, you hit it.
I'm sapping your power, Jared.
You hit it. You hit it.
For a total of that hits. Damage. Woo. 18 points of shock
You
damage.
go up and you just go straight into its chest and cleave downward as you see its chest open up, and he's dead. And you guys are done. They're all gone. But you hear the walls begin to.
We need to move now.
And everyone begins to scurry down.
I agree.
As that happens, you hear the commander go onto the comms. We need reinforcements now. Send them in. And then you hear as the ceiling above you begins to vibrate, as everything around you begins to vibrate, and then it goes quiet. And we're going to end right there.
Okay.
So how much CP do I get?
Shut up.
That was my first combat with this character.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. That was good. What'd you guys think?
Nice.
It's a good introduction, but my rolls were pretty shit.
Yes, it was. They were pretty shit.
Hope we do better next time.
My rolls were great.
Yeah, your rolls were pretty.
I don't think I rolled below
pretty not shit.
Yeah, I don't think I rolled below a 7 the entire time.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. And I will calculate the CP for you guys. But yeah, Ryan, you're joining in the final arc for William Sour's little thing.
Absolutely.
We'll see if you stay the entire time. Maybe you might die. We'll see.
Maybe. I am by far squishier than he is.
Yes. But thank you all for listening to our first session of this genocide arc of the Cantorites.
Wait, question. Is this the actual first or second because of the thing I recorded last episode?
This is the first session.
Okay, got it.
Of the, like, that was like right before it. This is like
okay,
the first,
got it.
first
Okay, no,
session,
I'm just
obviously.
making sure because like it was just like we were like just getting into that too. It was like right when that was happening. So just making sure.
Okay. Oh yeah. Thank you all for listening. And if death comes to you,
May you be
Reborn in power.
and credits. I thank you for listening to Dusk vs. Dawn. With each entry, we explore deeper aspects of the turmoil within the core realms. I hope you are listening carefully as we get closer to the climax of Evemore's will. Also, if you want to be reborn yourself, you can subscribe as a Chosen to access Chosen creation and exclusive Codex entries. Until next time, travelers, be safe, stay safe, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.